Hey Sensei World, I have a chop and chat for you today. I have 4 big bricks to chop up, and we're going to talk Sensei and life and all kinds of fun stuff. So let me turn the light down so you can see what I'm doing here. Here we go. Okay. Now it just so happens that it's imperative that I get this particular brick chopped because the clamshell is broken and wax can dry out and not smell so good anymore. I already have a bag with sugar cookie and the date ready to go. So let's get this bad boy out of here. These are recyclable, by the way. There we go. It's starting to come. There we go. Okay, I'll put this aside to recycle. I have a towel down to protect my table and a paper towel to protect my towel from getting wax on it, because it's hard to wash wax out of linens just because getting it into the washing machine and down the drain is not so good for the drain. Okay, now I have this vegetable chopper that I got on Amazon. I actually got a pack of 2 for, I don't know, around 10 bucks or so, and I will link them or something similar down below. It's a little closer to you. Okay, so how is everybody doing? I wanted to tell everybody that I'm going to have a hysterectomy on the 4th of May, which, yes, is Star Wars Day. I'm going to split the small ones in 2 and the big ones in 3. So I think that is a good omen. Star Wars Day. Keep these little pieces because they're good for mini warmers. Okay, let's get these in the bag. So anyway, I will be out of commission for a little while and probably won't be doing many videos, if any. I want to. I just don't know if I'll be up to it. I thought maybe I could do a video letting everyone know how the surgery went. There we go. And I'm sure it's gonna go great. Now, you want to chop some of these into 4ths for your mini warmers. And also, if you're mixing and matching wax, you're going to need smaller pieces rather than great big ones. This is kind of a big one, so I think I'll do 3rds. These vegetable choppers are great. They're good for making samples too, because they give everything this wavy look, which is kind of pretty. Okay, this is a huge one, so I'm going to chop it in 4s. There we go, just like so. While we're chopping and chatting, I thought I'd talk about, can you see my little bird? Sammy? Sammy is laying eggs and shouldn't be. She's what we call a chronic layer, which is really bad for little cockatiels. Chickens can lay an egg a day, but cockatiels shouldn't lay more than a clutch every, I think it's 6 months, unless they're breeders, and then they die early. That's a small one, so I'll just cut it in 2. So Sammy is on birth control, but it didn't work. I think I'll chop that one. Yeah. She has to go back on it again. We have to try again. We're doing all kinds of things to stop her. Like, she has to forage for her food all day. And there's Sugar Cookie. Sammy has to forage for her food all day, so I make up games for her. Ooh, it smells so good. To, so that she, can be challenged. Whoa. What was that? So that she... There we go. Okay, kind of far away from the camera today, so it's a little more difficult. There we go. Okay, she pooped. She will do that. She's a bird. I'm used to it. I'm just gonna turn this inside out. Okay, our next brick is Johnny Appleseed, so I'll write that down. Johnny Appleseed, April 22. So a vet did tell me that Sammy would be dead by now if she kept laying, but so far she's beaten the odds. She's quite healthy and fun to hang out with. She's my companion all day long. This one's a little sweaty, so it's a little juicy. Probably means it needed to be chopped. Okay, this over here. Sammy is named Sammy because originally her name was Samuel, because I thought she was a boy, because the breeder told me she was. And the more I found out about females, she's not my first bird. I had another female at the time, but the more I found out about them, the more I realized there was no way she was a boy. She wasn't singing. She had a stripy tail that wasn't going away with her molting. And those are just indications that you've got a female on your hands. but I love her just as much. I don't care what sex she is. I do wish she would stop laying eggs. It's hard on me. I don't want to lose my beloved bird. Anyway, so I'm going to put my glasses on and read a couple of hints I had for you guys. Oh, so you know that potpourri that's for poo that you spray in the toilet before you go so that it's not stinky? Well, our room spray is $1 cheaper and works just as well. And there's many more scents. We have lots and lots of room sprays. And it's the same size bottle. Theirs is 2 ounces and ours is 2 ounces. And theirs is $11 on Amazon. And ours is $10. So that's a good tip for you. Oh. Now, I at one point made a video about how to clean your warmers, and I don't remember whether I put in there how to get wax out. So if you have the dilemma of having this new warmer and some wax, but you don't know how to get the wax out, there are a couple of ways. Since he recommends that you pour it back into the clamshell and use it again, I don't think that's reasonable, because it's messy and there's Johnny Appleseed all ready to go. It's messy and you've already used it, so why would you want to use it again? Because wax does the scent does deplete after a while. Okay, let's do vanilla bean buttercream. So what I do is I use a cotton cleanup, and I don't have one to show you, but they're nifty little cotton pads that soak up the wax. Actually, I'll just open this. This is what they come in, this big pack. And this is $10, which sounds like a lot. It went from $6 up to $10, but it's the price of cotton. And the cotton balls I suggest, which I will suggest in a second, are very expensive as well. So you just lift the lid up and you set it down in the wax without pushing it down. Because if you push it down, you'll have wax spill over everywhere. And and this is good for a couple of warmers, as long as you've only used 2 squares in each warmer. Okay, we got vanilla bean buttercream. Vanilla bean buttercream. April 22. Okay. So the alternative to cotton cleanups, which is just as expensive, you might as well just get cotton cleanups, but I have some favorite cotton balls. you have to use, you don't have to use, but you really should use super jumbo cotton balls to clean up your wax, because otherwise, if you use those little tiny cotton balls, you'll get cotton and wax all over your fingers, and it's a mess. So what I recommend is almost empty, Cliganic, Cliganic, or Swispers, SWISSPERS. Okay, this is another clamshell that's broken, so we gotta get this taken care of. See, it's kind of shiny, it's sweaty. So if you use one of those cotton balls, you'll be fine. I am not speaking as a Scentsy consultant here. Whoa. But I believe cotton cleanups are the easiest, not necessarily cheapest, but not any more expensive than the good cotton balls. Way to go. Okay. We'll do 2. This one will do 3. And this one will do 3. See how that just slices right through? Okay, what happened to my bag? There it is, on the floor. Have you guys seen a little mermaid collection that we just came out with? It's so sweet. I am dying to buy the warmer, but payday is until the 5th, so I'm hoping there's still some left on the 5th, and I will get myself one for sure. I also want to try, I haven't been in Scentsy long enough to try the 2 fragrances, which are Kiss the Girl and Under the Sea. And then, of course, yesterday was Star Wars Day in Scentsy. And that's because they wanted you to be able to get your product in time for Star Wars Day. So they started selling it a little bit early. And there's some great stuff in there. If you guys like The Mandalorian, there's a Mandalorian buddy. There's a Princess Leia buddy. That's what I want, is the Princess Leia buddy. She looks so cuddly and sweet. And yet we know she was a fierce warrior woman. And then there's a Darth Vader buddy who, I mean, who would have thought Darth Vader could be cute? But he's adorable. He's adorable. And there are a bunch of signature scents that go with that collection too. I don't know what they are offhand. There's Air of Adventure, which is the Mandalorian one. And then there's a light side one and a dark side one. And I'm not sure if that's what they're called, light side and dark side, but that's what they're meant to represent. Okay. Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I love this one. This is necessary to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If you ask me, I like to mix it with Squeeze the day. This is some good stuff. Of our lemon scents, this one is probably the strongest and lasts the longest. It's not the sweetest one we have, but that's okay, because if you're mixing it with sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream, you got plenty of sweetness. And I don't know if you guys have seen anything in my channel yet. If so, welcome back, and if not, welcome to the channel. But I like to tell the story of how, oh, I didn't get a bag. I can't warm lemon scents in my house because they remind me of my, they remind my husband of his time in the Navy. They smell like pine sol. Doesn't matter what the lemon scent is. Even if it's, I was melting, what's it called? Like lemongrass and coconut. And that was too much like pine sol. Did I spell? Anyway. So, but if I mix it with something bakery-like, he likes it. If I make it smell like a lemon cookie in here, or many lemon cookies that I've been baking all day, he's all for it. He doesn't even like the taste of lemons. He did not enjoy his time in the Navy. Poor guy. That was way back during the first Gulf War. He was off the coast of Somalia, which was scary, and I mean, nothing ever happened to him, but or his ship. The captain woke them up in the middle of the night to tell them that a Scud missile had been launched somewhere in the area. I cut this into little tiny pieces. That was when he was off the Persian Gulf. He was rather in the Persian Gulf. And I guess the captain didn't want people to die asleep. I guess he wanted to prepare them just in case. That was the scariest thing that happened to him, but he just was so lonesome. And it's a hard life being out at sea, away from your family. He wasn't allowed to come home for his favorite grandfather's funeral, which was very upsetting. And I know lots of people have much worse military experiences, but his was just depressing, is all. Okay, I'm going to cut this one into fours because it's big enough. And we are almost done. Let me see if I had any other tips for you guys. I think I did. Ah, yes. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Counter Clean, which is one of our cleaning products. It's one of our most versatile cleaning products, and it's great for cleaning leather shoes with a microfiber cloth, or if you have little tiny stains, you could use a soft toothbrush and a squirt of Counter Clean. Comes in lots of different scents, which is lots of fun. I actually kind of have a collection going myself. So it also works on upholstery. Funny enough, when Miss Sammy here poops on the couch, I just immediately scoop it up and spray it with counter clean, and I wipe it up with a Kleenex and it's gone. And it's worked on lots of other stains too. This is new furniture, so I've been trying to keep it clean. Okay, well, I have other tips, but I think I'm going to save them for Tip Tuesday. Try to make a movie for you guys on Tip Tuesday. I've been meaning to. What I've been doing is posting tips on my Facebook group, which I will leave a link to down below if you want to check it out. Getting wax everywhere. And that is all I have for you today. So everybody have a great weekend, a great Friday afternoon, and I will see you soon. Bye.